to actually go through to it's coming. Okay. Right, you do wonder, and I know that I'm now live, and I'm going live over on OneStream, and I'm going to go live on Amazon Live. So the signal is going from OneStream to Amazon Live. It should be there in a second. These things are sent to triers. If I'd scheduled this broadcast, I wouldn't be back so quickly. So I'm just waiting for the go live signal on Amazon Live. Okay, and I'm live on Amazon Live, which is the whole point of the exercise. So I'm going to take that off full screen and come back and to me. Okay, now the thing I do need to do is to go full screen for a second and move this iPad stand out of the way. Okay, and we're back, and we're live on Amazon Live. Hello and welcome to Wednesday's broadcast on Amazon Live. I'm live on Amazon Live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK, 3 p.m. in Belgium. And it's good to be back. And today we're going to look at, well, what shall we look at today? I think that we should actually look at okay, so hopefully this will work. Welcome to the show. This is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen, and you are currently watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England. Take that one off, put that one on. Okay, so I'm live from Wiltshire in England, about 97 miles away from London, close to Stonehenge, close to Avebury, and close to Salisbury. So great place to actually live, out in the countryside in a market town whose population is 23,000, and that's Devizes, Devizes, and that's the place that I've lived for nearly 10 years, and a beautiful place it is too. Market town, market days Thursday, and we always go into town on a Thursday because we have a new restaurant in town called Soup Chick, and a Russian lady who makes delicious soups every Thursday, so we're going there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close a couple of things down so that the only browser tab I have open, I can close that one too and come back to me. Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping at the start of the broadcast to make sure that the rest of the broadcast runs smoothly. And if you're watching me live on Facebook, welcome. You'll see a link above possibly to this Amazon Live show because we're live on Amazon Live, and you're more than welcome to actually join us. If you're watching on Amazon Live, I'd like to say thank you, and thank you for joining me today. Now I'm going to start off with mobile video, and this is my phone, obviously, and I use a Samsung mobile, and there is a Samsung mobile down in the carousel, I think, somewhere. But I used to just go live on the desktop. The moment I'm broadcasting from my desktop, using the Logitech Brio camera, which is down in the carousel, using the Audio Technica microphone, which is down in the carousel. But the place I want to start out at is mobile video. Because in 2021 in April, I was fortunate to buy a gimbal. Not just any gimbal, it was a Hohem gimbal. And I'm going to show you that gimbal now. I turn around and I'm going to go off full screen and come over to this screen. This is Lights, Camera, Action, and I'm going to hide that card, and we'll then be left with two cameras on screen, and I'm going to go that way around. Okay, and I'm going to take the name of the camera off because you don't need to know that. So let me take the name of the camera off, and then we're already set. And over on Amazon Live, Corinda's saying hello again. Hello, Corinda. Nice to see you. Okay, now I'm going to move the iPad out of the way and take a look at. I'm just unboxing here. Okay, I'm unboxing the Hohem gimbal. Okay, now this is its carrying case. This is the one that goes into my rucksack, which you may see later. And this is the home gimbal. Now, gimbal has two tasks. One is to hold your phone. When you're doing mobile broadcasting, if you're just carrying your iPhone or your Android phone, you're concentrating on the phone itself. What you don't want to happen, you don't want the phone to drop. Okay, so you're concentrating on the phone. The second problem you have, if you're actually going through a mobile phone, is that you're going to move. And you're going to move up and down, and on the pavements or on country lanes, you're going to be going up and down all the time, which is not good for people who are actually watching your video, because it can induce not quite motion sickness, but it means it's difficult for people to follow. So the reason for having a gimbal is to steady it. Now, the gimbal that we're looking at down in the carousel at the moment is the iSteady gimbal at $99 today. And the iSteady gimbal, I've had this now since April last year, and I've not had a problem with it. It works straight out the box, and you don't need to do anything sophisticated to actually get it to work. But what you're actually doing is you're taking your camera from a situation where it might drop, you're removing the up and down bit, because that is all handled by the gimbal. Okay, now your mobile phone goes into the clamp there. Now you actually take the case off. Okay, so you take the case off, you put it into the clamp. That's the first thing you do. Second thing that you do is to actually switch it on, and the off-on switch is situated on the front of the gimbal there, and press that button. This goes into action, and you are then able to start. So you go to your mobile phone and you take your recording software and you start recording, and you can then walk about with the gimbal. But in addition to that, what you can do is you can actually broadcast live. Now, when I go out and about with my gimbal, this gimbal, I actually broadcast live. I broadcast live to YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and my website all at the same time, because a piece of software which you can use with this gimbal, which is called Astra Streaming Studio on Android, and that allows me to actually go live. Basically, I go live to 12 different destinations whilst I'm out and about filming. Now, the filming that I do is in my local town and of places that we visit. So when we visit somewhere interesting, we do the full grand tour, and then at the end of the grand tour, I get 20 minutes to go and make a video. Now, I've made 20 videos using this gimbal and this phone, so they go together. And it's just so simple and straightforward. You put the phone in the gimbal, and then you press go live, or you press record. And the result is that you actually get a video which is stable. And that's key. If you're just making videos for your own use, then you can make do. But if you're creating videos you want other people to see, then you do need a stabilizer. And this stabilizer is a game changer, because the Own gimbal is so light. Okay, I can carry this for a long time. It's so easy. Your phone is secure. If this falls over, your phone won't be damaged because it's actually protected. And the other thing is that with the controls which are there, you've got switching on, switching off, fair enough. Then you can zoom in and zoom out. You can pan left and pan right. You can point upwards and point downwards. And the other thing that was pointed out to me only just the other day by Krista Bowen was that this can actually track you. So if somebody else is actually using the gimbal, then they can track you, which is something that Angelica and I will be trying this weekend, though Angelica doesn't know it yet. Don't tell her. I'll let her know before we go out this weekend on one of our weekend walks. Monday to Friday is live broadcasting on Amazon and the other shows that I do, but weekends is going out with the gimbal. Now, I can show you this wonderful piece of plastic and I can talk about it. But wouldn't it be better if I could actually just show you a video taken with this gimbal? Okay, that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to play you sort of a couple of minutes of a video, which is in its entirety about 25 minutes long. But this short video will give you an idea of what you can achieve with the home gimbal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the video on screen. Okay, this video is stored on YouTube. Okay, this is a YouTube video. I'm using the YouTube video player in my BeLive studio, which I'll talk about in a moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video full screen. Okay, we are on a visit to Portsmouth Royal Navy dockyards, and we're going to look at a couple of ships which are actually moored within the dockyards. And normally you have to pay to see these, but this is on video, and we can actually watch it live. Okay. Ironclad ship built in Great Britain, and it's steam powered, not sail powered, and we're just going to walk alongside to give you an idea of the size of this. Over there is a tower, 385 feet. I think you can actually go up in a lift to the top, but we're concentrating on the shipping today as we're at the dockyards. Welcome to HMS Warrior, Her Majesty's ship Warrior, or His Majesty's ship as it was when it was commissioned. And this is just an amazing place. As I pan round, we're actually, the estuary is over there, and we have all the buildings on the right. As usual, I'm broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and my website, live from Portsmouth in England, as Angelica and I do our tour of Hampshire. Okay, so I'm trying to avoid people. And hello.
Are you going on board?
No, we're not.
No,
Okay. I think you're not allowed to photograph on board, hence his question, which is a fair one. Today we're just taking a walk around the dockyards as opposed to touring. Right, so that's a walk around the dockyards down in Portsmouth. Portsmouth is in the south of England. It was the home of the Royal Navy until they moved up to Scotland. And the thing is that with the gimbal, this gimbal, you're getting a very steady video. Now, the video that we just played was up on YouTube, and I can do that because today I'm actually broadcasting from, just wait for a second. I'm broadcasting on BeLive, and this is lights, camera, action, and I am live from England. Okay, so because I'm using a gimbal, I'm getting a reasonable quality video, and this is not professional video, but it is semi-professional, and it's good enough to actually go up on YouTube, and people actually searching for Portsmouth Royal Naval Dockyards find the video and can watch it. Now, this is the thing about creating videos. Yeah, you create them for your own personal use, but the odds are that a lot of people will not get the opportunity to visit the places you do. And that's the second reason for recording. And when you get to that reason and you want other people to see your videos, then you want a high quality video. And to do that, you need to have a gimbal. Okay. Now my choice is down the carousel at the moment. It's the home gimbal. It's lightweight. I mean, I've tried others. I've tried the Zion. DJI is on my list, but this is the best gimbal I've found. It is lightweight and it's easy to use, and those are the two key features. And I've been out and about my county of Wiltshire. I've been down to Hampshire. I've been over to, well, I went to London, didn't take the camera, must do next time, and then we can have photographs of and images from London. But taking this around, is a great way of actually recording for your own personal recollections later, and to tell people about the places you live and the places you visit. This is important, yeah, especially at the moment when we're not got total freedom of movement from country to country. You can tell people. I mean, I did a video over the Christmas break from Stonehenge. I did another video over the same period. So I'm making these videos all the time using the home gimbal. Now, I'm going to take the frame off. Okay, so I'm going to take the frame off. It will reappear later, but just to broadcasting on BeLive, unmute if you want to listen, and lights, camera, action, and I am live from England. So that's the overview. Okay, and just as a note, that was actually created on Canva. Okay, so all my graphics I create on Canva, and it's just an amazing system. All right, so you've got your camera, your mobile phone, you've got your gimbal, and the question is, what do you need next? Now I'm going to bring in my second camera and hide the video. Okay, so now got the workspace here. I'm going to put the gimbal down. Okay, and that's its case, as we said earlier. That's the carrying case. Okay, it does have, you can use it as a static camera if you wish. You have a three-legged tripod that you can actually screw onto the bottom of the gimbal, which means you can sit down and use it as a stable camera with everything that's built into the gimbal. Okay, so that comes with it in the case. Okay, click it back together again and put it back together again. Okay, try and keep tidy as I'm going along. Okay, so you've got the gimbal, you've got the phone. The next thing you actually need is this. Now I'm going to go full screen, but I'll put it down there so you can actually see it. Okay, you need a lapel microphone. This is such a lapel microphone with its cable. You notice in the video I did a moment ago that I was narrating. I was telling a story as we were actually traveling around Portsmouth docks. The only reason I could do that, cutting out the background noise, is that I actually used a lapel microphone. Now, the lapel microphone is very simple. You've got the lapel clip. Okay, it's a crocodile clip, and that just clips onto your clothing. And this is a live demonstration, and I'm going to mess it up. I mess up most of my demonstrations, has to be said, but there you go. 2 seconds clipped onto the clothing. You've then got the audio lead. The audio lead, and I'm going to go close up to me for a moment. The audio lead, phone, lead, turn it round, and the audio lead clips in to your mobile phone. And as soon as you clip it in, as soon as you do that, the audio microphone on your mobile phone cuts out, and your microphone is now the one that you're wearing. So it's this one, okay? And it means that when you talk, your voice is picked up by this microphone. Because this microphone is attached to you, then you're protecting it from all the sounds that are around you. Okay. Now, I do courses on Udemy, and I didn't want to soundproof my room, so I bought a Sony lapel microphone. And the lapel microphone that's down in the carousel at the moment, this one, is high quality. You do need high quality, because when you're doing Udemy courses, sound is everything. And when you're doing live video, sound is everything. When you're doing mobile video, sound is as important, because, as I say, I actually narrate the videos, which means that I have to have a clear voice. Okay, now it comes with practice, but if you've got a lapel microphone on, there's the lapel microphone, then it's going to pick up your voice, and that will override everything that's going around you. You'll still hear the traffic, you'll still hear the crowds, but people can hear you, and that is so important. Yeah. So going back to here, your kit, we're nearly there, is the gimbal, the home gimbal, which is the first item in the carousel, your mobile phone, and now your lapel microphone. Okay, so you're going to get crystal clear audio, which is important. There is a final part that you actually need. Now, when I was out and we're at Portsmouth Naval Dockyards, if you were watching earlier, you saw the video about HMS Warrior. And just a note about HMS Warrior, it's the first metal-clad ship as opposed to being built of timber. In addition to that, it had the world's first washing machine. Yes, you had a ship in the 1700s that had a washing machine, driven by steam, of course. And it made a total difference to the sailors' lives, because until then they'd had to wash their clothes by leaning over the side and washing them in seawater, which is, we all know, is salt water, and that chafes on the skin. So when they got their first washing machine, I can imagine that there was a queue to actually go and use it, because the washing machine was using water they'd taken with them. And to have clean clothes whilst you're at sea was obviously a luxury. And the HMS Warrior was the first one to have a washing machine. And I know that because before we went to the dockyard, we went on a tour of the whole area around the docks, and we had a very knowledgeable guide who told us everything that happened in that quarter of Portsmouth. It's the area where the first ship sailed for Australia. Yeah, the first ships sailed from Portsmouth to Australia, and that was the founding of what we know as Australia. So Portsmouth is full of history. So what else do you need? Well, hopefully without destroying my studio, because I had a problem yesterday. The other thing you actually need, and I'm going to unplug that, is this, which is a portable charger, which is down in the carousel now. You do need to have a portable charger. I'll turn this around so you can actually see it. This is my portable charger. I've just been charging it. I'll tell you how in a second. But to continue the story, I was going around the docks. Yeah, Portsmouth Royal Navy Dockyard. And we filmed the HMS Warrior. We walked on past the naval buildings, and then we got to HMS Victory. And I'll show you a bit of HMS Victory, Nelson's flagship, later, because it's just a gorgeous, impressive sight. And around the corner from the Victory is the Mary Rose. Now, the Mary Rose is a ship commissioned by Henry VIII, which sank. Okay, it was discovered by divers, brought back to the surface, and then taken to Portsmouth Royal Naval Dockyards for restoration. And it's there. And I've gone around the Victory, and I'm just about to start filming the Mary Rose. Yeah, when the picture on this phone just disappeared. Okay, just went, and then the sound went, and then the battery went, and that was the end of my filming. So I never did get to film the Mary Rose, which is why we've got to go back to Portsmouth. But if I'd had this with me, a portable charger, then it would have been a different story, because I could have taken my phone and just plugged it into the charger and carried on filming. So in my rucksack now, I now take a portable charger with me wherever I go. This is a permanent residency in my rucksack when we're out and about. It's a very simple operation. Okay, basically, in the center there, you can quite possibly see that there is where you actually charge it. So you've got a cable going from your power supply into here. That charges the unit, so the unit gets charged. Then you can share the power using a USB to USB-A C cable, A to C, and you can recharge anything, whether you're in the office or on the move. Okay, and this is essential for if you're doing mobile broadcasting or mobile recording. You need one of these in your rucksack. Charge it before you go, and then you can use the power. The other thing you need this for, and we'll come to this later, is that this is where I charge my Fitbit. Now, Fitbits have a unique charging socket. So I use this for my phone, for my Fitbit, and for something else that I can't mention on Amazon Live. Well, I shouldn't mention it, I won't. So do have a look at this power pack. It's very well constructed. It works out the box, so I had no problems with it. Recharge this, and then you can recharge anything else that you like. Keep the cable in, so you just need to plug in your phone or whatever it is. And the charger is the fourth thing that you need when you're actually doing mobile video. So there we have it. In order to do mobile video, you need a phone. Okay. You need I've got it on, I can't get it off again. You need a lapel microphone. Okay. So this is the one that's down in the carousel. That means that you're heard above the noise. So lapel microphone, gimbal, lapel microphone, charger, and of course your mobile phone. Those are the accessories you need to successfully make semi-professional to professional videos using your mobile phone. Now, I hear you say I could just use my mobile phone. That's fine. If you're creating personal history for your own use, it doesn't matter what you use. Okay, I'm not being prescriptive. All I'm saying is that if you want to put your videos on YouTube, if you want to show them to other people, then do get the kit that's down in. Just a second. I'm just waiting for a button to respond. It will respond. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Okay. So gimbal, power bank, microphone, phone. That's your kit. Okay. And if you spend that much, I'm saying hello to Lisa. One day now soon, I will go live on Amazon. Excellent. That's brilliant news, Lisa. Excellent. So you'll love it. It's a great place to actually live broadcast. Now, Lisa is actually watching me on Facebook, which is why she was able to comment and I was able to show the comment on screen. Okay. So, which is one of the reasons that I broadcast to Facebook as well as to Amazon Live. Amazon Live is my main place, and I look forward to seeing Lisa on Amazon Live soon. Brilliant. Excellent news. And Lisa again. It's because of you. Well, that's kind. Oh, you've made my day. You've helped make my day. I'm going to leave that on screen. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. I do appreciate it. The thing is that when it's always nice when you do, because I do live broadcasting every day. Most people have seen me somewhere sometime, but Lisa has heard what I've said and actually going to go for Amazon Influencer, because I run a group. Well, it's just great. I mean, we're a community and we help each other, and that's what it's all about. And over to Lisa. And thank you for watching me live. All right, I'll start you watching on Amazon Live then. Brilliant. Thank you. Okay. It's such a brilliant place to actually broadcast. And to everybody who's watching on Amazon Live, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you, because I do enjoy being on Amazon Live. I know that, and not to make too small of this, I am grateful for being able to broadcast on BeLive, which is where I'm broadcasting from at the moment. If you are watching me, please do unmute, okay, and then you can hear my stories. Okay, I can have 2 cameras. I've got my Logitech Brio, which you're watching now. I've got my OBSBot, which is showing my desktop. Lights, Camera, Action is always the name of the show, Monday through Friday, 9 AM Eastern, and live from England is what I am, and I'm just so chuffed. It's an English phrase, I know. So chuffed to actually be broadcasting Amazon Live from Europe, because Amazon.com is the largest Amazon site in the world, and it is most definitely the place to be. And we are, you said, we are stuck. So I'm going to take that off because I need to make different. I create all these overlays with Canva, and I need to make different ones for different. So I need one for just me on screen. I've got one for 2 items on screen. I need one for, right. Okay. Over to Lisa again. I know you made this earlier. It's because of you. Thank you. Made my day. Brilliant. Helping people and being helped by people. I mean, I learn new things every day. Krista Boven told me about something I could do with a home gimbal in terms of being able to auto follow, and that's taking. I just love the fact that I can actually go and do that. So let's go back. So in reverse order, okay, and hopefully this will come up. I'm going to take this charger away. So this is down the carousel. I'm going to put it somewhere safe, okay, because I want my demonstration area back. So I'm going to put it there. My mobile phone, which has the clip for the lapel microphone, I'm going to release that. I'm going to put my mobile phone over there. So that's my mobile phone gone. And I'm going to put the lapel microphone down in the carousel. I'm going to put that over there. And then finally, I shouldn't have put the charger there, should I really? I'm going to pick up the case. When you've finished with the gimbal, then you just open the case the right way around, and you can put the gimbal back in, and that's safe, perfectly safe. And it just holds, as I said, you've got the separate tripod. You can have a static camera using this. There's the gimbal set. I've charged this, I've got to say, I charge this gimbal every month, okay, and that's it. And then I put the phone in it and I switch it on, and I just go, and I record things and I put them on YouTube. There are about 20 different videos on YouTube, okay. So just being tidy, okay, right, because I've got to go again tomorrow and I want to find everything, okay. So I put everything away, so that's good. The next thing I want to talk about, and I'm just going to go down to the carousel and take the comments that are over and say hello. Oh, Maya, hi. Please say the package slowly again. Do I need the gimbal to use the microphone? No. Right. Okay, Maya, I've got a couple of questions on Amazon Live. And Maya, I'd like to say hello. Please say the package slowly again. The software I was using, right. Everything I talk about is down in the carousel, and you can actually click through it. Yeah. All right. I already told you. Thank you. Right. Appreciate that. No, you don't need a gimbal to use a microphone on your phone. All you need is the microphone, the lapel microphone, and just plug that into your phone, and you can hold your phone if you wish. As I say, I'm not being prescriptive. I'm not saying this is the way you should do it. I'm saying this is the way you can do it. And a gimbal makes the video steadier, which is why the gimbal that's down in the carousel at the moment, the iSteady gimbal, is because that's what it does. It steadies everything, makes for a better video. But I suppose holding with your hand is more personal, so I go with that. And Maya is saying, thank you so much. You're more than welcome. That's what the broadcast is about. If you've got any questions, then please do ask, like Maya, as if I know the answer, then I will tell you straight away. If I don't know the answer, then I know somebody who does. I've been doing this live video thing for about 6 years now. And I know, well, I've got a host of friends literally around the globe who I can ask. Certain people know more about certain things. It's impossible, isn't it? It's impossible to know everything about live video. No way. There are new things happening all the time. Keeping up is difficult, which is why the shows that are on Amazon Live are brilliant, because my fellow Amazon Live creators are actually telling their stories and telling you about their view on the equipment. Okay, and just a shout out for Amazon Live. Amazon Live is a free service, okay, available to everybody who is on Amazon.com. You can watch any of the videos you want. You can watch us live. You can watch the replay. You can follow. Now, just a word about following. Down below is a button which says follow. If you click that, you'll follow me. Now, what does that mean? Okay, I'm going to do a sidebar for the moment. What I'm going to do, and Otomar again, do you have a noise cancellation foam on the wall in the room? Okay, no. Right, okay, thank you for the question. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zip forward to here. Okay, and hopefully somewhere here. Yeah. Okay, down in the carousel is my microphone that I'm using now. Yeah. My microphone is the Audio-Technica AT2020. Okay, and hopefully if I do this, okay, this may or may not work. Okay, this is live video. If I do this, then you can see my microphone. This is, let's just swap out a minute. Let me just do this. And I'm going to shrink myself. You can see my iPad on the desktop. You can see the desktop now. So I'm going to change themes. I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm shrunk now. I'm going to move the iPad out of the way. Okay, and this is my microphone. And I'm not going to move it for too long because I don't want any interference. This is the Audio-Technica AT2020, which is down the carousel. And it sits on the desktop. It's back on the desktop now. It sits on the desktop about three feet away from me, and I'm speaking directly into that microphone. Okay. But I have a piece of software, which is noise cancellation software, which is called Krisp.ai, KRISP.ai. In fact, I can write it down. Just a minute. Rather than relying on my English accent, if I go here and I type it in, let's just, and I'll come to the questions in a moment. I'm grateful for all the questions that are coming in today. I just need to get this right. Okay, and show it on screen. I use a noise cancellation system called Krisp.ai. Now, basically, this is payable software, but you can do so many hours a month for free. And basically, that noise cancellation software cuts out all the background noise. Yeah, the only thing you can hear now is me, my voice. You can't hear if I bang the table. I am banging the table now. You can't hear it. The only thing you hear is my voice. It cuts out anything other than your voice. Noise cancellation software. Krisp is the best that I've found. Certain microphones do have it built in. Certain systems have it built in. But I love Krisp.ai because I can take it with me everywhere. Okay. It means that I have noise cancellation wherever I broadcast from. It doesn't work on mobile, but it works on desktop. It works on Mac. So Krisp.ai is my noise cancellation system. Go and check it out, but not now. Okay, just make a note of it now. Okay, because we're supposed to stay on Amazon Live, and I know we do. Okay. Okay, and Corinda is saying exactly, and thank you. So I don't have any foam all around. I've just got Krisp.ai, and that does the same job. Times have changed, and the noise cancellation software from Krisp just works. It simply works out the box. There is a trial version which you can use forever, and then there's a paid version. Okay, now back to the comments, and thank you for the follow. I'm going to put together a special graphic for followers, but I appreciate the follow. Now, if you do follow me, and I appreciate it, I do not get your details. Amazon already have your details, and they don't tell us. We don't get to know. We're not told, which is fair. Okay, I'm not on here to do an email collection exercise. I'm on here to talk about the products that I love to use and to talk to you and help you and answer your questions. But if you do subscribe, you may, and this is a may, get notified next time I go live. But the other thing is, and I'll show you this in a little while when I'm done this bit, when you follow somebody, you can go directly to their broadcasts and catch up. Okay, I'll show you the benefits of that in a minute. Okay, and over to Liesel and Lieselot. Thank you. Now found you in Amazon Live. And again, I can't show you comments on screen, Liesel, and I'm trying to shrink them. Okay, and I'm following on Amazon Live now. Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, and thank you. And you know you've arrived. You know you've arrived anywhere when you start to get interesting comments, shall we say. We're not going to say spam, interesting comments. So thank you for Liesel for your comment, and I do look forward to seeing you on Amazon Live. And thank you for finding me on Amazon Live as well. Absolutely brilliant. And for the follow. Okay. So Audio Technica is my microphone. I use it with Crisp.ai for the noise cancellation. Now, I can't actually show you the next item because I don't have it yet. Okay. Down in the carousel is the Elgato Wave 3 microphone. I'm going to be able to show it to you next Monday. Okay, Monday or Tuesday next week, because I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to buy it from Amazon. Why are you buying an Elgato Wave 3 microphone, they ask? Well, the answer is simple. I did a broadcast back in early December, I think, and on that broadcast, I'm just trying to find the names so I can quote them. I did a broadcast where my guests were Krista Boven, Rico Glover, Alec Dorling, and Rose Davison. Now, Krista Boven is in Belgium, Rico Glover is in the States, Alec Dorling is in Switzerland, and Rose Davison is most certainly in Australia. I had the four of them on 2 broadcasts I was doing early December, I think, from memory. And Alec in Switzerland said, I asked people to bring their microphones with them to actually show us the microphone, and so we could listen to it as well. I mean, that's the best way. The best way is actually listen to everybody on Amazon Live and say, "What's your microphone?" I love that microphone. Can you tell me what it is? If you do that, then it's subjective, isn't it? But anyway, back to the story. So Alec brought along his Elgato Wave 3. And I thought, I love the sound of that microphone. That microphone sounds totally, totally amazing. Okay. And he said, yeah. He said, the Elgato Wave 3 also comes with a mixer. Now, this is especially of interest to me, and this is why I'm buying the Elgato Wave 3. It comes with a mixer, which means that you've got a software mixer created by Elgato, and it can play your microphone. That's a given, okay? It can play the microphone through, but that's just the start, because the Elgato Wave 3 has a mixer and the ability to actually mix system sound in. Now, I'll give you, for instance, I love being a DJ, and I've got the Tractor DJ software. And I go live on a UK site called mixcloud.com, and I can play the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Def Leppard, In Excess, Led Zeppelin. You tell which year I'm from, and they get the royalties. Okay, but I need to be able to play the music, and I want to do it from a BeLive studio. Yeah, I can't do it because BeLive only takes my microphone. But if my microphone's an Elgato Wave 3, I can play the music from my DJing software through the microphone onto Mixcloud from my studio, which means that I can be live in my normal environment. I've done 2,000 shows on BeLive, and I can show video from YouTube, as we did earlier, I can show images. I can bring an image up on screen. And now I'll be able to play music. So next week, the Elgato Wave 3 will arrive, and you can follow my journey in February as I put the Elgato Wave 3 through its paces. So with me on a journey to find out what the Elgato Wave 3 can actually do. Yeah. And it's going to be an exciting journey because there may be music, there may be loud music, there may be rock music. So that's to look forward to in February. I'm looking forward to the Elgato Wave 3 arriving from Amazon next Monday. I buy direct from Amazon and it's mine. And when I talk about anything that's down the carousel, 75% of what you see is mine. So you can ask questions about it. Back over. Okay, and just checking the comments. And I just want to say a big thank you for actually watching on Amazon Live. Now, I'm going to show you my widget of the month. Okay. Now, you can see that I'm actually using two cameras. And to prove that that's not a photograph, now you can see two of me on camera, two separate cameras. And I can also prove, I can go over to the third location, which is the wall over there. There's a picture of Avebury and my Under Armour rucksack. And then I can flick back to me. Yeah. Now I've got two cameras, but I've only got one microphone. That's how all this works. So two cameras, one microphone. The camera you see at the bottom corner is the Logitech Brio, which is down the carousel. The camera you're looking at the moment is the OBSBot, and I'll come to the OBSBot in a moment. But what I want to do now is I want to go to my desktop. Okay, so the OBSBot is whirring away to my desktop. Okay, and my gadget of the week is really so simple, and I'm going to show it to you now, if I can find it in my carousel. Right, the piece of kit I'm going to talk to you about now is I am fuzzy. It's not you, it's me. Just let me get rid of the fuzziness. I moved too quickly for my camera. Okay, I think I'm coming back now. Right, okay, let's forget me. Let's just go with what's on the desktop. There is my Microsoft Surface Book 2. This here, I'm going to move that out of the way. This is my gadget of January. Okay, this is an Anchor four-way USB port. Okay, this $16 piece of equipment allows me to plug in two cameras. So I've got two external cameras plugged in using that $16 piece of kit. And that means I can switch from one camera to another whenever I like. I can have two cameras on screen because I'm on BeLive. And I don't have to move about with wires. This is permanent now. This is a permanent connection to two cameras which are up above me on my BenQ monitor. Then I thought, okay, this is permanent now. I can plug in my hard drive. And this is also down in the carousel. This is a Toshiba 2 terabyte hard drive, which is down in the carousel. Okay, so I'm going to safely put that solid state 2 terabyte drive down. This is my, well, it's probably the year, it might be the 2022 gadget. And then the final thing I plugged in, which I've just plugged in now, is over here. And I'm going to bring it over here so you can see it. I've also plugged in my DVD drive. So DVD drive, 2 terabyte drive, two cameras, all in one hub. And they're all down in the carousel. And it's this $16 piece of kit that has made all the difference. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this full screen. Okay. And it should be full screen now. And I'm going to switch it to there. Right. So you're now looking at the OBSBot camera. Okay. This is not the Brio. This is the OBSBot. And we've looked at the USB hub and the fact that I've got two cameras in there. I've got a DVD drive. I've got the 2 terabyte drive from Toshiba, all of which are down the carousel. I have to take one of those out to plug in my Elgato Wave 3 microphone, but I'm not too worried about that. So I've taken one portable which had one USB slot, and it's now got 4, and I'm able to make full use of them on a daily basis, all for $16.99. So if you want extra cameras, if you want extra microphones, if you want extra hard drives, if you want extra DVD drives attached to your computer, get that one unit. It does everything. It has to be said, old technology. It is by no means new, but I found it, and basically I'm loving it. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, back to here and back to okay, and thank you for watching me on Amazon Live. Okay, what I'm going to try and do now is, we spoke earlier about the home gimbal. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, the gimbal's down the carousel. I'm going to bring the video back up on screen. I'm going to bring the video back up on screen. Okay, and I'm going to put the video full screen. And I'm going to fast forward if I can. Hopefully you can still hear me, but I'm going to fast forward to here. Okay, right. So this video was shot using the home gimbal. It is Portsmouth Dockyards, and we're taking a look at HMS Victory, which fought the famous battle against the Spanish and the French and was victorious, commanded by Admiral Nelson. And this is the ship. It's in the docks, and it's, well, I'll let you decide. So I'm going to switch my microphone off and press play. Fire against enemy ships, a broadside in battle. And the Nelson fought a famous victory, defeating the Spanish and the French, with Nelson in command. Let's move on, see what else we can find. I've lost Angelica. Oh, I found Angelica. Okay. Angelica's moving out of the way. Hello. Should we go down here? Yeah? Okay. Because the Mary Rose should be down here, I would think. Not that I'm sure we can actually see her. Unfortunately, I'm just going to come back to here, this camera. Unfortunately, the Mary Rose wasn't down there. Okay, but that's Nelson's flagship, HMS Victory, which is down in Portsmouth in England, and we were fortunate enough to visit last August. And I shot that video using the home gimbal that's down the carousel. And we all know with a gimbal, you want the power pack, you want the microphone, and your phone. Okay, your mobile phone. Okay, so that was shot. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to go over here, is this camera, which is the OBS Bot Tiny. Now, I got this camera from Amazon about 10 days ago, well, a week ago. I got it last Thursday. I got it at 1:45 before I did a live show with Marco Novo. And I'm still investigating what it can do. But this is what it can do. And this is an ongoing story, just like the microphone, the Elgato Wave 3. The OBS Bot is an ongoing story. I've only just got this camera. Hopefully looking directly at it. Okay, the first thing I can do with the camera is that I've got the software loaded, and I can go over to the side and I can come back again. Okay, and I can start off go back to where I started by pressing that button. The other thing I can do is I can go down, and you'll still hear me, but you won't see me. Okay, and Okay, I can go down to my desktop. So I have the ability to actually swap around the camera angles. And this is totally amazing that I can go from one angle to another angle to another angle just by presets on the camera. This is a $199 camera. Okay, it is a PTZ camera, which means that it can zoom, it can tilt, and it can go around there. Now, the other thing it can do, and this in a $199 camera is a marvel to me, and hopefully this will work. If it doesn't work, then we'll see, but I should be able to. And I'm doing this very carefully after my ventures yesterday. I should be able to move away from the camera and stand up and move aside and nothing will happen. However, if I sit down again and I move, okay, this time, magical, the camera is actually moving with me. A $199 camera, Obsbot, tiny, down in the carousel. And if I just click here, okay, I can move around my office and the camera will follow me. Okay, and if I go down, the camera will follow me and I'm better framed now. I did that so I should be framed. This is my green screen. It's a Fovitech green screen. It's behind me. It's squishable, which means that I can do this. I can move it. Okay, I don't want to lose it. Yeah. So that's the Fovitech green screen behind me, but I can stand up. Now, we all know that if you go to a physical meeting, the person who is speaking is stood up, just as I'm stood up now. And the fact is that the camera did the work surface, it did me sat down, and now it's doing me stood up. Now, what does that mean? In terms of being on Zoom or being on a, like I am now, live on Amazon Live, you can do things that you can't do sat down. The first of those is that when you're stood up, you can put more energy and be more exciting and excited when you're stood up than when you're sat down. Okay, that's just a physical fact. Yeah, because your voice, you can express yourself a lot better. The other thing is that you can just reach over and you can pick up an item. Notice how the camera followed me then as I picked up the item. Let's do that again. Okay, so the camera followed me and I've picked up the item now. Okay, now I will find this in the carousel at the moment, but this is the Treblab HD77 speaker. Okay, as you can see, it's got 4 embossed buttons on top. It's got the power on. Press that for 3 seconds. You get the blue LED lights at either end, and the power is now on. You have increase volume, decrease volume, pause and play, and next track. This speaker from Treblab, USA company, who kindly supplied this to me, is a fantastic, and that's not too big a word. This is, well, either end is a subwoofer. Okay, and if that means nothing to you, then okay, no worries. Each subwoofer is 12.5 watts, which means it's 25 watts in total. Now, a normal room is 20 watts. So this goes up to 11 in terms of volume. Yeah. And if you've got the Spinal Tap reference there, well done. So this speaker, made in the USA, or designed in the USA, Treblab HD77, is no bigger than a can of Coke. Okay. We talked about the embossed buttons on the top, but on the bottom, you have that. And that's where you recharge it. Now you recharge this for 6 hours and you've then got 20 hours playing time. So you can charge it every night and play it all the following day. If I close that up again, or I'll come back to that. I close that up again. This is a sealed unit. This is waterproof. This is showerproof. This is made for the great outdoors. This is made for walking, running, jogging and cycling. It comes with a lanyard which clips onto there, and then you can clip it onto your rucksack using carabiner, which is also supplied. This is made to be used outdoors, and it's rugged. It's ABS plastic on the inside. It's got this beautiful foil finish on the outside. It's very stylish, and it can either sit down, okay, it's flat so it can sit, or it can be carried like that, or it can be carried like that. You can carry it any which way you want. It's quite happy, and it plays. Now, in my research for this particular product, I watched some YouTube reviews because I wanted to know the product a bit better. And they took this beautiful speaker and they put it in a bucket of water, prove that it's waterproof. All I can say is, I'm not going to do that, but I can say that the Treblab HD77 is waterproof because somebody else proved it to me, because they took it out of the water and it carried on playing. Okay, when it is playing, then you have the subwoofers and they vibrate. Okay. Okay, I wish lights came out of there as well, but never mind, we can't have everything. Not in the price range that we're talking about. Treblab have packed so much high engineering into this that the sound quality, and I will show you, let you listen to it one day, is absolutely brilliant. I mean, after this show is finished, I will switch this on, I will pair. Okay, pairing. As soon as you switch this on, this is available on Bluetooth. You go to your mobile phone, you go to your iOS phone, you go to your iPhone, you go to your Android phone, you go to your tablet, click Bluetooth, look for the HD77, click it, done. You're connected. This is connected. Then you go to Spotify, or even better, Amazon Music, and you can then actually play your favorite music through this speaker. Okay, and this is portable. So if you're listening in the office and you finish work, you can, I love doing this, you can actually take this speaker with you as the camera follows me, and you can go out the door. Okay, and because this goes up to 11 and it's 25 watts from two 12.5 watt subwoofers, it is loud as you want it to be. Great for rock music, but it's good for folk music too, and country music. So this is the Treblab HD77. I use it every single day. Thank you to Treblab for supplying it to me for my use and review. And when I switch it off, it turns red and it's switched off, and I can now put it back on the surface, and I'm being tracked as I do it. Okay, so I'm trying to get it the right way up. I've got it the right way up. That's good. We're back to me. So I'm actually using the Obspot camera, not just, and hopefully this will work. I'm going to come back and I'm going to sit down. Okay. And then the camera's lost wherever I am. So I just need to press one button. Okay. And I'm back in shot. Okay. But that's the Obspot. It's down in the carousel at the moment. And it is a game changer for a pan tilt zoom camera, a PTZ. It is absolutely brilliant. Okay, now it was got together by crowdsourcing or crowdfunding on Indiegogo, and I bought it, as I say, last Thursday, and I'm enjoying using the Obspot tiny camera. I'm getting more and more out of it. I mean, I had to self-teach the ability to actually switch from location to location. Okay, and I'm going to do this properly. I've got it sussed. Right, I've got it sussed. Okay, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to come back to me. Okay, so I get closer to the camera and look at the camera. Okay, So that's the OBSpot, and it's a great camera. There is a new OBSpot. If you click the link in the carousel, you'll be taken to the Amazon.com page. You'll pay the price that's down in the carousel at the moment, but you'll also be able to see that there's a new 4K camera. Okay, now the 4K camera has two major differences to the camera that you're looking at the moment, because if you're actually watching the OBSpot now, it has two major differences. One is that it's 4K, which means it's capable of 4K, which is absolutely brilliant. So very, very high definition, 4,000 pixels, brilliant definition. Okay. The other thing it has a 4K zoom. Now, the camera I'm using at the moment is just a 2x zoom. It's got a 4x zoom, which means that it can zoom right into whatever you want to zoom into. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think I've got to the stage where if I take myself off solo and I hide that, okay, and I go like that, and I go, I'm just making some set adjustments. I just want to get this totally right. I just need to change it to that. Okay. So we can now, on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side is the OBSpot. Okay. On the left-hand side is the Brio. So you can now see two cameras side by side. They're both in the carousel. The Brio is still my favorite because of the color. You can notice how lifelike the colors are on the Brio. And later in the year, I will get the OBSpot 4K camera, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But for the moment, the fact that I can use the one camera to be on screen like now, or to show you my work surface, okay, and that's a more natural look, is absolutely golden. This is basically an ideal setup, and I want to say, I'm just going to here and just make sure I've not missed anything. Okay, so we're good. And two cameras, Brio and OBSpot Tiny. Absolutely. It's the camera that makes the broadcast, the quality of the camera. And those are both good quality cameras. I want to thank you for watching me on Amazon Live. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the conversation. And I want to stay with cameras for a moment. And I'm going to bring up my Brio. Okay, so this is Logitech Brio. You're actually watching now. Okay. It is down in the carousel. Oh, wait a minute, it's not. Right, okay. I'm on the Logitech Brio. When we start broadcasting, we start broadcasting on our computer. Okay, internal camera, internal microphone. That's the way we all begin. Then you think, well, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying live broadcasting. I want to up my game. Now, you never, ever stop improving your game. I've got the OBSpot camera in the last week. I'm getting the Elgato Wave camera next week. We're always improving the equipment that we actually use in live broadcasting and on Zoom. Okay. But we all have to start somewhere. And a very high percentage of people actually start by using the Logitech camera. Okay. Now that camera is, just give me a minute. Thank goodness I'm not being tracked. That camera is this one. And again, excuse me. I'm going to move my iPad out of the way again. I can't see your comments, but I'll come back to them in a minute. Most people start with a Logitech C920, and it's a very affordable camera. It's down in the carousel today. It's 69. Oh, wait a minute. It's $69.99, and this is it. I'm going to put it down here so you can actually see it. Okay, this is the Logitech C920. Okay, I'm going to take a closer look. And I'm going to point it towards there. I'm going to point it there. Okay, we've got it. Okay, you've got the lens, and then you've got the speakers either side. And this camera, the C920, in actual fact, is a combined camera and microphone. So if you go for the Logitech C920, you're actually getting an external camera and external microphone. That improves the quality of the image. It also improves the quality of the sound. It sits, I'm just going to pull this down. Okay, it just takes a second, and I've got to really want to do it. Okay, basically, it looks like that, and then you can put it on top of your monitor, either your laptop monitor or your external monitor. My external monitor is the BenQ, which is down in the carousel. So that's it. Then you plug the other end, and this camera's not working because it's not plugged in. You plug the other end into your computer, USB-A link, just plug it in. Your computer will recognize this camera straight away because this camera is everywhere. Okay. Now, this in actual fact is the ancestor of the C920X that's down in the carousel. This is a Logitech C920, which I bought 6 years ago. This camera is in perfect working condition. It's 6 years old. You can plug it in, you can forget it. It just simply works. It's reliable. If it's 6 years old, it's got to be reliable. Now, the other thing to note, you can perch it on top of your monitor like that, which is all good, which is where most webcams end up. Or you can get yourself a tripod stand, and you can actually, I'll put this full screen so you can actually see it. Just a minute. If I go that way around. Okay, you can see it now. If you get a tripod stand, you can actually put the tripod stand into the foot there, and then the camera will go like that. Sorry, just a minute. Let's put this down. The camera will go something like that, and you can then move it around. Okay, probably something like that. Okay. You can then move the tripod around, which moves the camera around, which gives you different static points. So if you were, well, for cookery demonstrations, I now use the Obsbot, but this would be ideal as a demonstration camera for actually. So this is the Logitech C920. It's a startup camera, combined camera and microphone. It's down in the carousel. It is $69.99. This is the ideal gift for somebody who's interested, who is on Zoom or interested in live video. Basically, that is most definitely the camera to start with. That's the Logitech C920X. This is down in the carousel. And I'm bringing up my iPad, and I want to say thank you for actually watching me today. Totally appreciate it. So where do we go from here? I think I've covered most of the things that I want to, but I'm going to do one more thing. Okay. I'm going to go back to here, picture in picture. Okay. And I don't do unboxings. I'm going to shrink myself. Okay. Let me shrink myself. Okay. One of the best selling items, one of the items that people buy after watching my Amazon lives is this. And I'm just going to go here to shrink myself. Okay. So I'm now smaller, and you can see more of my desktop. I'm going to put the Logitech C920 carefully out of the way. Okay. I'm going to move the Toshiba hard drive, which is down the carousel. There's the anchor for the win. There's the Anchor 4-way USB hub, and it's got two cameras in it. It's got a microphone in it, and it's got the hard drive. This case, which I'm going to open now, contains my favorite ever earphones. And these are, I just put them over there so you can actually see them. These are Aftershocks, and the Aftershocks are now down in the carousel, highlighted. Okay. Now, we all have favorite earphones and earbuds, but I don't know about you. I always have the problem that when I get a set of earbuds, you know, the separate ones, I lose them. And I wanted something, because I go out walking, I go marathon walking. I wanted something to go with me. And these Aftershocks are perfect. Okay. They are made of rubber, plastic. They have controls which are mirrored. Okay. And they simply, let's do this practical demonstration. Back to me. They go over your ears like that. Okay. Very stylish, I know. Very stylish. Okay. Now, I have to say at the outset, there are different colors available. If you click the link in the carousel, you find out more about Aftershocks and the specs. But this is my take. Okay. They don't go in your ear canal. There is nothing to irritate your ears. There's nothing worse to me than earbuds which actually go in your ears and they start to irritate. Okay. And the irritation doesn't stop once you've taken them out. You've upset your ears aren't happy. These are bone conducting headphones which go over your ears and rest on the side of your face. They're very comfortable to wear. They are lightweight and you forget that you're wearing them. They are recognized. They're Bluetooth. So you switch on your iPhone or your Android phone and you go to Bluetooth and you select Aftershocks. The two pair automatically. There's no messing about. It pairs first time, and then again you can go off to Spotify, which we all have, or Amazon Music, which we all should have, and you can listen to music, or you can listen to your favorite podcast. Now, as well as not being able to lose these as easily, and they're not irritating your ears, the other thing is that your ears are still working, which means that what I'm going to do, I mean, I could go on forever. So what I'm going to do, if you just give me a moment, is I'm going to bring up a video, if I can find it. I shouldn't have done that. Just a minute. I'm going to bring up a video. I'm going to move that there. No, yes, I can. I'm going to bring up a video. They do look stylish, don't they? I'm going to put the video full screen. Okay, I'm going to switch off my microphone and just press play. So this is my overview of the Aftershocks headphones. 3, 2, 1, go. Trex titanium headphones are lightweight and very, very effective because they go over, they're open ear, they go over the ear. My apologies, we don't appear to have any audio on that video. You might have heard some, but I didn't. So I'm going to take it out of the studio and I'll play it next time. So I'm going to tell you about these instead. They're waterproof. Okay, so you can take them out and about with you. They're definitely showerproof. I've proved that on one occasion. They're good quality sound. I mean, this is not hi-fi. This is sound. Okay, music is good. Podcasts are absolutely brilliant. You can take these around with you. They are so easy to use. They pair easily, and I just love them. So that is the Aftershock headphones. And the only thing that's gone wrong today is I haven't been able to play that video. So that's, to me, is a win. So I'm going to come back over here and see if there's any questions on the iPad. Okay, and say hello to David. David, thank you for joining today. And David is saying, he said a few minutes ago, it looks nice. Thank you very much, David. And if you're still watching, thank you. Right, back to me. Right, I'd like to thank everybody who's watched me live this Wednesday. We've found out that Liesl will soon be on Amazon Live one day now. Brilliant. We've had lots of comments and follows on Amazon Live itself. It's been my pleasure to present this broadcast today. I'm just going to bring up the ship for the last time. Okay, and take that off. Okay, and oh no, I can hide the ship. Okay, so we looked at the ship earlier. All I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the overlay, and I'm going to go like this. And then to complete the picture, because it looks a bit strange at the moment, to complete the picture, I'm going to go like this. Right, you have been watching, and I do thank you. You've been watching Stephen broadcasting Amazon Live. Thank you if you're unmuted. This is Lights, Camera, Action, live from England. We've been looking at a range of things today. I'm back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern with more stories. Okay, this is all about telling stories. It's about my experiences with the equipment I've shown you today. I'm delighted to be on Amazon Live. I'm delighted to be in your company. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye for now.